What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, coming at you with our Attitude Year Series Season 3. Come jump into our time machine as I cover the year 2000. You can check out Season 1 and 2 in the archives, and we're currently covering Season 3. I'm talking about WWF Raw Is War live on May 29th, 2000 in Vancouver, British Columbia. We're a week post Judgment Day, so a lot has taken place in WWE within that week. But to kick off Raw, The Undertaker comes out on his motorcycle, followed by the McMahon-Helmsley Regime. Triple H says, I'd like to come out here and express to you just how great it is to have the one true American badass in the WWF. Welcome home. You did me a huge favor. At Judgment Day, I was going to kick The Rock's ass and become champion, but you saved me the effort. You did it for me. I never got to thank you for what you did. Undertaker, thank you very much. Undertaker then says, you need to thank me for not kicking all of your asses. I don't do anything for anybody but myself. That belt, it belongs to me. Triple H says, things have changed since you've been gone. The only way you'll get the belt is when I hit you with it. The Rock then comes out. Vince says, this is the buddy system, I guess. Undertaker rescued The Rock on Raw last week, and you helped Undertaker on SmackDown. The Rock says, one way or another, The Rock will do whatever it takes to become champion again. And Vince says, we have two individuals with common enemies and goals. Tonight will be The Undertaker versus The Rock and number one contenders match. And knowing Vince and knowing how this is going to go, they're probably not going to get a normal one-on-one match between The Undertaker and The Rock. For our first match tonight, we see light heavyweight champion Malenko, the Godfather, and the Cat teaming up against Perry Saturn, D'Lo Brown, and Terri Runnels. Perry lands a flying elbow drop to Malenko after the Cat and Terri roll around on the floor. So Saturn, Terri, and D'Lo get the victory. Basic, random, hodgepodge match thrown together. Really no storyline here aside from D'Lo, the Godfather, not getting along, and Terri and the Cat. We see tag team champions Edge and Christian backstage taking pictures with Joe C, who they assume to be Mini-Me from Austin Powers. I didn't know anything about Joe C until Aunt told me that he was like in the Kid Rock music video. So I had no clue who this person was. I thought he was a little kid actually, but he's like a 30-something-year-old man. Next up, we have European champion Eddie Guerrero with China defending against Kurt Angle. Eddie accidentally hits the referee. China low blows Kurt Angle, which allows Eddie Guerrero to land a flying Hurricane Rana, and Eddie gets the victory over Kurt Angle with some help from Mamacita. We see Road Dogg backstage, and someone grabs him and attacks him in a dark room. We don't know who this person is attacking the Road Dogg, but I'm sure we'll find out by the end of the night. Next up, tag team champions Edge and Christian defend the titles against Too Cool. During the match, Joe C comes out and uses a hockey stick to low blow Christian, which allows Grandmaster Sexay to hit Christian with a tag title belt. And we have new WWF tag team champions in Too Cool. After the tag champions Too Cool, Rikishi dance with Joe C. And this is just a way to get Joe C on the card, put over Kid Rock, and get new tag team champions here. Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley are talking in a backstage room. The lights go off. We hear Stephanie screaming. And when they come back on, we see that Vince has been attacked. This is probably the same person that attacked Road Dogg backstage earlier in the night. So we'll find out who it is. We have our first King of the Ring qualifying match. Shane McMahon takes on Rikishi. During the match, Rikishi attacks Triple H, who comes down to the ring, and Shane hits Rikishi in the back with his steel chair twice. After the match, Triple H pedigrees Rikishi on top of the chair, and Shane counts the pinfall, but Rikishi advances, even though Shane and Triple H laid out the big guy. Next, we see Chris Jericho and the Hardy Boys teaming up against Val Venis and Test and Albert with Trish Stratus. Jericho says Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley must have a crush on him, but she stops being a dirty, bottom-feeding trash bag hoe. It could possibly happen. Trish distracts Matt Hardy, which allows Albert to land a two-handed choke slam, and T&A and Val Venis get the victory over the Hardy Boys and Chris Jericho here. Next up, we have Intercontinental Champion Chris Benoit defending against Hardcore Holly. Holly gives a low blow to Benoit, but Chris Jericho comes out and attacks Holly with a steel chair, which gives Hardcore Holly the DQ victory. but Benoit remains Intercontinental Champion. After Holly swings a chair, misses, and Benoit nails Hardcore Holly with that chair. Again, Hardcore Holly getting laid out with a steel chair on WWE television. Next, we see Bull Buchanan defeat Steve Blackman after hitting Blackman with a scissors kick. After the match, Big Bossman hits Al Snow with a nightstick, but Steve Blackman is able to grab it and hits Bossman and Bull Buchanan with it. So Blackman gets some kind of revenge on Bossman and Bull Buchanan here. Someone attacks Pat Patterson backstage after the lights go out. We then see Edge and Christian attack Joe C and put him in a trash can, hit him with a steel chair, and then put the trash can in a dumpster. Fucked up way for Joe C to end his night here, but that's what happens when you join the WWF during the Attitude Era. The Undertaker takes on The Rock next. Vince comes out and asks them which one of them attacked all of us tonight. This match will now be a lumberjack match, so a bunch of the heels come out. Undertaker and Rock attack the lumberjack. The heels get the advantage. Triple H hits The Rock and the Undertaker with the WWF title. That's when Kane comes back. He shows out and attacks the heels and hits a choke slam to Triple H and leaves with the WWF title. So it looks as if Kane was the one behind the attacks. It's good to see Kane back in the WWE, and looks like he, The Undertaker, and The Rock are going to team up against the McMahon-Helmsley faction here to try to stop them. But decent episode of Raw. We saw the return of Kane, which is cool, and the McMahon-Helmsley faction continues to just go down and down every week. So with that, we've covered all this episode of Raw. Our next episode will be SmackDown from June 1st. That's live in Tacoma, Washington, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.